Hey y'all, it's me, Lauren, and today I'm going to bake with you, or show you how to bake, 2 cookies. White chocolate macadamia nut cookies for 2. These are 2 very large cookies, so technically, like, I got you, you're eating more than 1 cookie, basically. So we've been seeing a lot of single serving size desserts all over the internet. I'm a little bit late showing up for that trend, but I was craving these. I have never made white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. I have never had a very, very good one, but I know that my cookie recipes are great, so I'm going to make those today, and they're very easy. You're not going to need any beaters or mixers or anything. We can do it all in a bowl, and you don't even need to let your vegan butter soften, but I have 4 tablespoons of vegan butter right here, and you do need to cream the butter, and you can do that by hand using a rubber spatula like this. And what you'll do, even if it's still slightly cool, which mine is, you will just kind of cream it by hand by squishing it along the edges of the bowl like this. You cream your vegan butter. I'm using vegan butter, not margarine. Brand I have right now is the Country Crock Plant Butter Sticks. I like those. These are salted. I always use salted vegan butter, so I never use unsalted, so all my recipes are salted. But technically, I always add more salt to a baked recipe because it just tastes better. So you cream your butter, there you go. And you can continue to cream it with the sugar. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Having 2 sugars in a cookie recipe is very important for texture, taste, and color. So I always do both, especially when we're doing kind of a classic cookie batter, which this is. So now you will cream it again by squishing it all against the sides with the spatula until it gets well mixed. So this is a very easy recipe. You're craving cookies now because I'm talking about them and I'm showing this to you. So you're gonna go make these and you'll be done. They do take about 22 minutes to bake because they're rather large. I just hold this against my body and go like this. Get all the sugar sort of mixed into the butter. But let's say you don't really like baking, I guarantee you can do this. So scrape it all along the sides, get it back in the center. Okay, now you're gonna add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then our sort of egg substitute, I'm using unsweetened vegan yogurt. You could use applesauce, you could use a little bit of mashed banana. You could use half a tablespoon of flax with half a tablespoon of water, like ground flax. But I had yogurt. I like the sort of effect that gives and the taste, so mix that in till that's nice and combined. So you're seeing it's like pretty fluffy looking, that's what you want. And almost like whipped looking. Prior to getting all this ready, toast your macadamia nuts in a pan like I did here over medium heat until they're nice light brown, and then chop them up. Now you're gonna add ½ cup of all-purpose flour to the bowl and a 1/4 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda. I add just another little pinch of salt, okay? Like not a lot, it's not even a 1/4 teaspoon. I just feel like it helps elevate the flavor. Throw in your white chocolate chips. Now I'm using just this kind from Baker's Choice. I'll link them in the recipe on the blog. I know Enjoy Life also makes white chocolate chips. And then throw in your macadamia nuts. And now you can mix this all together. You're gonna do it very well. Make sure everything's nice and distributed in there. So keep mixing. You're gonna say, Lauren, that looks pretty dry, but just as you mix it, the butter incorporates. And you're doing it by hand. You're not using a mixer, right? So that's why it takes a little bit more elbow grease here. But look, it's coming together like a lovely cookie dough. You want nothing along the sides. Use your spatula to scrape the sides really good. You want no dry ingredients remaining. So keep stirring, squishing it as you go also. And there you go. Comes right together. So nice and stiff. Okay, that's it. Now we bake them. So your oven is preheated to 350. You get a large baking sheet. You can do 4 regular size cookies or the 2 large, which I'm going to do because that's more fun to me. And you're basically just going to eyeball dividing this in half. You'll be able to tell once they're sort of in a ball shape. Often one is just slightly bigger than the other. So you don't really need to shape it, but you can kind of if you want. A ball there, and then another ball. Just space them out well. They are going to spread, of course. What I like to do is put extra white chocolate chips on the top. That way they're nice and sort of like speckled when they come out. Otherwise you can't really see the topping that you can by hand place on the cookie like this and just sort of stick them on. You're gonna put this tray in the oven. Took 22 minutes to get them perfectly baked. My oven is exactly 350. I have an internal thermometer to make sure. So if your oven is off, it is going to take slightly longer or slightly less time, so watch them. They're gonna get a nice golden brown edge and bottom, and then the top will be lightly golden brown, but it's more on the edges that you'll be able to tell that they're done. And of course they will flatten. They're gonna spread to about 5 inches wide. Now you could of course make 4 regular size cookies, but these ones are big and more fun, and they're like the size of my face. So let's throw these in the oven, and then we have 2 freshly baked, amazing white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. I don't know why, but this time they took 24 minutes to bake, whereas last time they were 22. So just watch them. You're gonna see what they look like. But it's important you bake them properly, to the right temperature, not overbaked or underbaked. So you'll see right when you take them out, I don't know if you can see, they're a little puffed. When you put them on your baking rack, just drop the tray a bit. See, and then they kind of sink, I should say, just a little bit, and now you get this perfect height on the cookies. These are perfect. See the brown edges, the slightly golden brown surface, but you can tell it's not just like all the way, the edges are definitely darker, and that's what you want. So now let these cool for about 5 to 10 minutes on the tray, but then delicately lift them off with a spatula and put them on the wire rack. And then I like to let them cool a little longer, at least another 15 minutes or so before I eat them. Cookies right out of the oven, like super hot, don't taste as good. If you let them cool, while they can still be slightly warm when you eat them, the flavor changes and they definitely taste better. So just wait. Oh, I also forgot, optional, but I like flake salt on pretty much every kind of homemade cookies, so I put just a little bit on while they're still hot here. You don't need that. This makes them like, you know, you can taste the salt, which I do like, and I think it complements the very sweet white chocolate really well. While those were baking, I went and made myself a little espresso in here, and then some chai tea that I made in a French press. I'm gonna make myself a little decaf dirty chai for the afternoon. I don't want it too sweet, so I'm gonna put soy milk, but just a little bit of this creamer, which is sweetened, vanilla creamer. Just a titch. The cookie's sweet, and then soy milk. That's my Vegan View mug. Shout out to the ladies of the Vegan View. Let's see if I made this any good. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not hot enough. It's probably because it's decaf. Almost done. Okay, hotter dirty chai. I'm just gonna break off some of this cookie. You see that? See how big it is? As big as my face? Actually, that's what I should call it. Cookies as big as your face. Okay. Mmm! They're so good. They are the perfect texture. The vegan white chocolate chips hold up very well. They hold their shape. They're the right sweetness. They taste legit. That's better. It wasn't hot enough. The macadamia nuts are so rich and lovely. Honestly, one of the best cookies I've ever had. It's so hard to get good cookies, obviously, that you didn't make yourself. And even when you go to a bakery, when they make them, I just feel like they're not that good. I feel like maybe I should make cookies for a living. No, I don't know if I want to do that. But these are so, so good. I hope you like them. Obviously, you can make this recipe for the 2 large cookies with any toppings as long as they're dry. So other nuts, dried fruit, chocolate chips instead of white chocolate chips. You can do a raisin if you want. If you want oatmeal raisin, I would just add in some oatmeal. Just like, honestly, off the top of my head, I would take out like half the flour and replace it with oats. And there you go. You know, I wasn't even thinking of doing this. White chocolate, dried blueberries, and lemon zest. I was just really craving white chocolate macadamia. Man, what a treat. Okay, try these. I want to see pictures. Post them on Instagram at Hot for Food. I'm also on TikTok, Hot for Food blog on TikTok. This recipe's on the blog, hotforfoodblog.com. And what I've been trying to do is post a video every week, but one here on Hot for Food, and then the following week, one on Lauren in Real Life, and then swap. Hot for Food, then Lauren in Real Life. Hot for Food, then Lauren in Real Life. And I've been sticking to Wednesdays, which is like my old schedule back in the day. So hopefully you like it. If you're new here, welcome to Hot for Food. There are so many videos and recipes and all kinds of things online you can watch, including on this YouTube channel here. So subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. I would love it. I would appreciate it. Give me a like, leave me a comment, and make these cookies. You won't regret it, I promise. Cheers.